me this morning, but however many is fine with me. Good morning. I won't be attending church this morning. I think I'm going to be looking for another church. I'm going to be doing a lot of visiting other churches until I can find one that I want to call home. But in the meantime, between time, I made a few notes because what I want to talk about this morning, I want to try to get as much in as I can. I want to remember as much as I can because this is a subject that needs to be talked about. And before I get started, I want to read something to you, and then you'll pretty much know where I'm going from there. So it is Psalms 55, 12, 14, 22. If an enemy were insulting me, I could endure it. But it is you, a man like myself, my companion, my close friend. Cast your cares on the Lord and he will sustain you. That's what you got to do. Vulnerability. When you are in a vulnerable state, when life was going pretty steady for you at one time and you ran into some mess. So now you're in a position to where you're not at your best. Okay. And you got a person around you that, they say they love you, say they're going to be there for you. And that's what you're looking for because your heart is open. You're looking for some hope, some empathy. Somehow you're trying to hang on to that belief that this person is really there for you. Listen, I've just come to realize that. And it's not like you don't see things, but when you're feeling emotional about your situation, the state that you're in, you're grasping for straws. Okay? A bit of happiness from anywhere, a bit of comforting from someone that you're next to or you're walking through life with every day. And the worst pain, the worst pain you can feel is when you understand that you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it from that particular person. The pain of feeling you're being hurt by someone that should be uplifting you. Someone that say they're going to be in that corner when that bell rings. Well, you know what? You learn every day. You learn every day that you cannot depend on. And let me tell you something. First, not only can you depend on man like that, we should never feel that we have to have comforting from someone to be comforted. We put ourselves in these vulnerable positions, these vulnerable situations, because we allow it. We allow it, even though we can see that there's something not right. This ain't feeling right. I've done confined in this person. I done told them why I hurt, where I hurt, and what's what's bringing me down, but yet they're not giving me what they said they're going to give me. They're not helping me in the way they said they're going to help me. They're hurting me more. They're making my situation worse. You see, instead of them coming in and shedding some light on your situation, they come in with spreading negativity all over, bringing you more stress, bringing you more anxiety, bringing you reaching out to this person, but yet they're steadily creating chaos around you in your vulnerable state. How can someone say they love you like that? And the things they should do is be gentle to you instead of being selfish. They try to remind you in every way that you're in a position of neediness, that you need them. They want you to feel like now you can't do nothing without my help. You're stuck in this position if I don't help you. If I don't do what I say that I'm going to do to help you, then you're messed up. So, in other words, you need me. No. Let me tell you something. Just because you're vulnerable doesn't mean you're weak. Just because you may be in a downward position at the time don't mean that your situation ain't going to turn around. At the time that you're dealing with this vulnerability, you're just wanting, you're wanting someone to hear you, to just feel you. You don't need no one acting like they're your savior. There's only one savior, and it ain't you. It ain't you. I believed you when you said that I had nothing to worry about, that you would help me through. But that was my mistake for believing you. We have to learn that when there's nobody, you know what? Show me somebody or tell me somebody by name, call their name if they ain't never went through a thing in their life. Everybody's gonna go through trials, tribulations. They're gonna have their ups and downs. But at the end of the day, they shall pass. In the moment, you're just you're looking for the light at the end of the tunnel, and when you can't see it, you're wanting that person to just stand by your side, to be by your side, be there for you in your worst in your time of despair. You're not asking them for a lifetime of maintenance on you. You don't need them. You're not going to need them forever, and they know this. So guess what? They're going to lavish in the moment of when you do, or at the time that they feel that you do, at the time they feel that you can't do nothing without them. They're going to really cling on to that moment, because guess why? Before all this happened, they knew that you were a strong person. They know you're a strong person. So most times when you're dealing with a person like this, it's because, first of all, they've been in vulnerable positions quite a bit. And it just feels good to them to be able to look at someone else in that position that they're so used to being in, that they're so often finding themselves in. But they're not thinking about all the times that you had to be there for them when they were in a bad situation, a downward situation. You didn't rub it in their face. You didn't bring them down. You're not going to always get what you give out. And so that's why we need to realize that we as people cannot allow other people to make us feel unworthy when we're not at our best. Okay? There's going to always be days that you're not at your best, but that don't mean you got to allow nobody to rub it in your face. Okay? And for these people that do that, you must know that God sees it all. I want you to know that God sees it all. And at the end of the day, you can have a great fall too. And when you have a great fall, listen, don't look cockeyed about it. Don't look cockeyed about it. Take it like a man or a woman that you were when you were dishing out that mess, upsetting the person that you say that you love, but yet it seems that you like seeing them in a position that they're in, a vulnerable position. You know, people like that, they tend to ignore your emotions. They don't care about your emotions. They really don't care about your feelings. Because if they did, they would be pulling you in, showing you love, showing you the support you need, understanding, being understanding of your situation, being kind, but yet they want to do you dirty. They want to do you dirty. You know, it just angers me to know that there are so many good people in the world that this is happening to, that they have people around them that want to see them fail. Don't care how bad they're hurting at the times that they're hurting. They don't have any remorse about how they're treating a person that they feel is in a weak state and can't take care of themselves in that moment. Listen, we won't always be weak. In fact, the things you're doing is making us stronger. It's making us stronger and making us want to strive even harder. So, I woke up this morning and I thought about some of the things that myself I'm dealing with and how I've been handling it. And you want to know how I'm handling it? I'm leaning on the man upstairs, because if I handle it the way that I want to handle it, I wouldn't be any better than the person that is doing it. So I'm just going to today, and I want anybody that's going through this situation, that's dealing with a situation to where you're not at your best right now, and you're pretty much dealing with, you got to deal with someone that is making it kind of hard for you. Listen, no worries. No worries, because guess why? As I said before, God sees it all, and you're not alone. You will not be in this position for long. It too shall pass. Has it in the past passed? It's going to pass again. And when it do, you move on. You don't look back. You remove that energy that has been hindering you and making you feel less than. I got on here and I had a whole lot more to say, but I tell you, I'm just gonna sum it up with this because the more I talk about it, the more upsetting it gets me. So I gotta go in prayer. But you know what? I just want anyone that's dealing with this situation to know that you don't have to. It's not your fault. You're not weak because of it. You're human. And just know that it won't last. Life is going to go on, and it's going to get easier. Things are going to get back on track for you. You will no longer have to tolerate some of the things you had to tolerate in order to get along. God bless you. I think I done kind of wore myself out. But just know, there is peace in every day. All you got to do is reach for it. God bless you.